Hove off. I heard you looking for the real, you can find it over here. You can find it over here. You can find it over here. Yeah. I heard you looking for the real, you can find it over here. You can find it over here.
What up, what up, what up? Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Von. We back. Mr. Von's channel, Sweatbox. We keeping the content flowing. We keeping the content rolling. And we keeping the content, bringing it to y'all. Thanks for all my new subscribers. I got a couple of them. I seen y'all who are all the new subscribers. I want to thank y'all for joining us on this journey. And let's get into it. Today's topic: politics. Politics. Shout out to my brother Josh Rossberg for that little turn of phrase that I like to use. Politics. Look, today, man, it's not a joke and it's not a game. We're talking about Congress. And Congress is back in session. They just kicked off the new year with their first session of Congress. And what was that first session of Congress about? They decided to take a vote, a secret vote at that, to go ahead and get rid of the Ethics Committee. Yes, our Congress. This is not... movies can't write stuff this funny and this ironic. Congress voted to try to get rid of the Ethics Committee. In fact, House Republicans voted 119 to 74 Monday evening to all but eliminate the Office of Congressional Ethics, the OCE. It's so sad. If you didn't know what the if the OCE was, I'm gonna read it to you. I'm reading off here so you guys. I don't want you to think I'm not a news anchor. That's not what I do. But I have a voice and I feel like this shit matters, so I'm gonna read it. So I'm gonna be reading. That's why you see me looking down, because I'm gonna be reading. I'm gonna try to put it up so you guys can read it too. But the office of the OCE is an independent office, independent, separate of Congress. It's an independent office created after lobbyist Jack Abramoff pleaded guilty to trying to bribe members of Congress that can investigate allegations of corruption and unethical behavior and disclose its findings to the public. Okay. People of America, Congress tried to get rid of the policing body of itself. The committee that was formed to make sure that they don't do unethical shit. They tried to get rid of it. And they tried to do it on a secret vote. Luckily, it didn't go through. It got thrown in here. And here's the kicker. Here's the kicker of why it didn't go through. Because Donald Trump put them on blast about it. Donald Trump was the ones who were like, are you guys really trying to get rid of the office? You guys are super corrupt. And if that ain't the pot calling the kettle black. Donald Trump's like, y'all don't get to be that corrupt. Only I get to be that corrupt. You guys can't do that. I mean, it's so bad. Even Jack Abramoff himself was against it. This is what he said. While there seems to be... Moving to diminish oversight is exactly the opposite of what Congress should be doing. While there seems to be little question that some of the procedures to Office of Congressional Ethics can and probably have created collateral political problems for innocent members of Congress, moving to diminish oversight is exactly the opposite of what Congress should be doing. I read that backwards, sorry. But you guys get it. Even Abramoff, even Jack Abramoff was like, you guys are doing too much. You guys cannot get rid of that office. You can't do it. Shouts out to BuzzFeed because they posted some of the things that the Republicans were trying to get rid of along with the OCE. The OCE should no longer be independent. Instead, it will be under the House Committee of Ethics, which is run by members of Congress. See, that was what was so special about the OCE, is it was independent. Because what kind of sense does it make to have the people that you're investigating investigate themselves? That makes absolutely no sense at all. Absolutely no sense. You can't, come on, do you really trust Congress to investigate themselves? They're the most corrupt people ever. Come on, man. But they wanted to say, you could trust us. We can investigate ourselves. No, you can't. You guys are all crooks. The office will no longer be able to accept anonymous tips from whistleblowers. Then who are you going to get your information from? Yourself? You going to start telling on yourselves? Come on, man. The level of corruption in this government is at unprecedented and ridiculous levels. I mean, every time I think that this government can go no further and hit rock bottom, they go ahead and dig a little further, and they move rock bottom down a little further. John Oliver had this thing on his show where he was like, you see rock bottom? We think we hit rock bottom? Look up. Look up. There's where rock bottom is. We're way below that now, and it just keeps getting worse. Another thing, the Ethics Office must stop any investigation if the House Ethics Committee tells them to. What kind of fucking sense does that make? If they're investigating the House, and the House says, hey, stop investigating us, but you're the ones that are... No, we just said stop. You got to stop. Come on, man. Come on. This is ridiculous. This is our government, people. This is our corrupt government doing these terrible, terrible, terrible things. The Ethics Office cannot investigate any tips on misconduct that took place before January 3rd, 2011. I don't know why they picked that erroneous date, but that's ridiculous. Stop. Come on. Really? I mean, people, what's wrong? This is ridiculous. The office can no longer talk about its findings, even hire a spokesperson. So not only do they not want us to investigate, they don't want the American people to know about it either. I mean, these dudes are just all POS. They're all of them. And this is Democrats and Republicans. The OCE cannot investigate any criminal cases or turn allegations of corruption over to law enforcement. What the? What? What? Come on, man. The levels of corruption that this government was trying to pull are ridiculous. And mind you, this was a secret vote. This was like the first thing they did when they called the Congress back into session. This was like the first thing they voted on. The Ethics Committee was brought in 2006. And it barely won. It barely won. 207 to 206 was the vote. It barely won. Which means there were so many people that were against it. Democrats and Republicans. Democrats don't like it just as much because, let's be clear, Democrats are just as corrupt as Republicans. They may not sometimes be as blatant about it, but I've said it before. Me and my homeboys talk about it. They're just as bad. They're just as bad. When we talk about money and politics corrupting our system and ruining our system, I'm not just talking about Republicans. I be telling people this all the time. All my faithful Democrats that are loyal to parties, stop. Stop being loyal to a party that ain't loyal to you. These Democrats are just as corrupt as anybody. They're taking money. They're taking money from the bank. They're taking money from lobbyists. They're just as bad. Our democracy is broken. It's broken. And if that ain't a clear sign that it's broken, I don't know what is. This is criminal. And you think it's going to get better under Trump? No. It's going to get worse. The only reason, this is what's so funny, the Republicans thought, hey, we got a friend in Trump. We can do what we want. You think Trump's your friend? Trump ain't your friend. Trump is Trump's friend. He don't want you doing nothing that he can't. If he thinks you might bring a bad light on him so he can't be corrupt, he's going to hey, you stop it. I'm the only one that gets to be corrupt. Ugh. It's heartbreaking to see what has become of our democracy. It is heartbreaking. This channel was supposed to be made for fun stuff. Talking about sports and movies and trailer reactions and shit like that. But after this election, I was just like, fuck that. I got to get my voice out there and let these people know what's going on. This government is corrupt at its core. And as you see in the graphics that I'll put up, shouts out to TYT for helping me. They're not the first ones. They weren't the first ones to cover this story, but they covered it more in depth than most people. And that's where is that the graphics see. So I want to give them credit because those are my guys. I love the Turks. I love you guys over at TYT. I'm part of the TYT Army. So whatever. You guys can call me progressive liberal, whatever. Fuck off if you think that. I don't care. I'm stating facts. That this government is broken and corrupt at its core. Democrats and Republicans. All of them. All of them. And it's criminal. That's it, man. Don't let them get away with this. Help me. Get on. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And get these people to do their job right. We can't just let them. They're robbing this country blind. And we're the ones who are suffering from it. It's got to be stopped. And when I say we, I'm talking about all the people who listen to this. All my friends. Because I don't know any. I don't have friends that are billionaires. I don't have any friends that are millionaires. Not yet. I'm going to get there. But we're the ones that are suffering. And this country's taking advantage of us. All right, man. That's it. I'm not trying to rant. I love y'all. Keep it locked. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, it's your boy, Mr. Vaughn.
So,
you know that's one thing that I believe. You can't stop me from chasing my dreams. I know it's rough and the road is long. I got the strength to can carry